Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rod and I'm the Blind Model Builder. Today we are doing a What Did You Buy Wednesday, and we are going to get into that right after the intro. Please support our local first responders and veterans and active duty members of the military. Without them, we can't do what we do here. For all your airbrush and acrylic paint needs, please visit Gaahleri and use my discount code to save an extra 10% off your order. Well, I guess I should start out with this. This is what's come in the last week, and as you guys know, last week we had Prime Day. We had the week before that, Father's Day. So let's go ahead and let's start opening some boxes. Now, the first thing I got is a Harbor Freight purchase. Honestly, I got this couple weeks ago. It is a tweezer set. I have one of these in the house that I use at the bench in there when I'm doing work. So, and these are something that my wife uses as well. She'll come and she'll need tweezers for one thing or another. You know, these things I want to say were $7-8, so it's a good tool to have around. Everyone that builds models need to have these around. Next thing I got was scribing tool. I had been just using the back of my trusty X-Acto knife, but I don't find I always have the best control with that, and I slip out of the panel line groove, and I'm hoping this will help keep me in line. No puns there, but I am hoping that's what it'll do. I saw these were something that was highlighted by Barbatos Rex when he did his Amazon Prime, you know, what's on sale, good deals, show last week, so I jumped on it. It's like, yep, that's it. I mean, $9.99, couldn't beat it. If you guys ever watch Papa's Model Workshop, you'll know that he doesn't always use panel liner. He likes to use ink with a fountain pen. I'm not the biggest fan of panel liner myself. It doesn't always seem to come through the best. I mean, it tends to bleed, and I'm not the fondest of it. So I'm gonna give the fountain pen a try. If nothing else, I got a pretty way to write letters. I do have the ink, so yeah, there is that. And this was, I think I spent $12-13 for this. So, and this is actually one of the metal pens. It's not one of the plastic ones. So it's got a little bit more heft to it, a little bit more weight. So I'll have to learn to use this. That's what YouTube is for, right? And next, our Amazon Prime deal. I wound up getting 2 airbrushes from Gaahleri. These are a couple of airbrushes I've had my eye on for a while. I'll be honest with you, I have already unboxed them. I have not used them yet. That is coming up later on today. I'm going to start test spraying some spoons. But they had the Seeker. Normally, I think it's $55. I wound up getting it for, I think it was $44 on Amazon for Prime Day. Plus, be honest, I used my own discount. I got 10% off that way. So yeah, And then I got, this is an airbrush I have been eyeing for a long time. It looked interesting to me. It looked extremely comfortable. And everyone I've seen use it have raved about it. That is the Gaahleri, the Mobius TG. If you give me just a second, I will go bring these two brushes over. I've already, like I say, I've had them out. Let me go grab those and I'll give you a quick look at them. I need to give a shop card shout out to Chris's House of Plastic right here. Thanks, Chris, for the shop card, and thanks for the kind words. I appreciate it. I also ran across a new YouTube channel. Actually, I don't know how new he is, but it happened to come across my feed, and he brought up something that's very relevant to today's video topic, and that is, I'm gonna get my glasses here. His channel is, just a second, Across the Pond Railways, and he was talking about stuff from Hobby Lobby that is in the same aisle that we go down when we look at our model cars and paints and stuff like that. It's on the other side. It's all the railway stuff. I'll be honest, I walk by it, don't even give it a second look most of the time. But after watching his video, and I urge you guys to go watch it, he came up with some great ideas for weathering, cost-effective stuff I'd have never thought about. So give him a watch. Like I say, his channel is, again, Across the Pond Railways. So with that, let's get back to the video. First of all, here's the Seeker. Oh, that light is just annoying. There we go. Here's the Seeker. I know most of you guys have seen this airbrush before. And I'm hoping someone can tell me, is the Seeker supposed to replace the GH-AD39? I mean, the airbrushes are very similar. I mean, I will admit, I like the cutout of the 39 here. For me, it makes it a lot easier to get that back piece back on. But I'll have to give this one a shot. Like I say, I'll be spraying some test colors for the bug here later on today. So yeah, we got the Seeker. And the other airbrush I got, which personally, I find this almost a work of art. This bad boy. I'm not real familiar with the, what do they call this? The Mac knob, I guess, or whatever. Not real familiar with that. More than likely, I will just use it wide open. I'll control the air pressure through the compressor, so that'll be that. But this thing, it has a lot of the feel in my hand of the Swallowtail. This seems like it might come down a little bit farther, but this cutout, it's just very industrial. It's actually a work of art. This is such a pretty airbrush. I mean, it's much like the other airbrush that I got, the Aventus. Again, a work of art, but it's a work of art that works flawlessly. So those are the airbrushes I have. If you guys are wanting to see a review on either of these, let me know. I will go ahead and run through a quick review. Let's get on here. On September 5th, come join us for the 5th annual Dog Days of Summer car show hosted by Guardian Paws Service Dogs. Now the next thing I got was from Harbor Freight. It was one of these storage containers. And these are, I guess, originally are designed for nuts and bolts and stuff like that. I use them for keeping, here, let me just open it up, I'll show you. You know, we get a lot of, I shouldn't say we. I have been looking at a lot of the 3D printed engines and stuff like that. Engines, wheels, that kind of thing. And I needed a way to keep them separated. So I got this. This one right here, you know, I can reach in. One slot, for instance, has distributors. One slot may have a, let's see, what's in here? Right here, I've got a 5.0 Coyote motor. If you ever seen Ed over there at One Team Garage, he builds this up. My God, that's beautiful. I just built up a 250 GM straight 6. Didn't use it in this particular kit, but I do have it built up for a later use. Yeah, I've got a 632 supercharged Chevy engine here. I'm sure I'm going to have a use for that. But I wound up realizing I don't have enough room, especially once you start adding in transmissions, you start adding in wheels, tires, stuff like that that personally I've been getting. I needed more space, so I got another one. I think I believe this was $6.99 or $7.99. Can't beat it. And next from Harbor Freight, let me put that down here. Excuse the banging. We are about to make a mess over here on my Jenga pile, so give me just a second before we get to the real exciting stuff. And there we go. Told you in yesterday's video that Hobby Lobby stopped carrying these bins right here. And you know, I have 3 of them, which means I'm generally running 3 kits at a time. I have another deal that Harbor Freight had. It's basically in the house, it's a deeper version of this, but it's too big. I guess if you're building semis or something like that, it'll work great. But this also has the individual compartments in it that come out, and you can do it however you want. This was $7.99, and as Derek from Vice Grip Garage would say, it has a go handle. Yeah, a go handle. That might come in handy. And at $7.99, it was the same price as what Hobby Lobby had. I'll see if it works the same. I'll keep you guys informed, because this is actually going to get busted out today. Because I have a kit that I really need to start getting my parts gathered up for. And that's going to be for the, well, actually that'll be the Chevelle right here for the Street Machine Group Build held by Blue Ox. So yeah, that one I'm hoping to get started on, along with the Bug, finish up that. Oh my God, there's a lot going on. That's fine. This is my happy spot. And now we get to the stuff that, let's just say, my wife doesn't know I got. Yeah. We won't tell her. She doesn't watch, so we won't tell her. Amazon, or not Amazon, this would have been a eBay purchase. Again, like I say, most of the stuff I get off of eBay, I try to buy it with shipping under $25. There are those occasions that we go out and, go out and I'll spend a bit more on something special. And honestly, I don't remember what all of this stuff is. So let's go ahead, open the box and see what the heck did Rob buy. Well, whoever I got this from really wanted to make sure it was taped. Kudos to them. They used the good quality tape. This is somebody that went to the same packing class as my dad used to go to. There's a story. My father, I must have been about 10. This was Christmas time. My mom had gotten my aunt this piece of jewelry. And my dad thought it would be hilarious to Jenga pack it. He went from, it was like originally a little box like that. By the time he was done packaging that thing, it was in a box this size. She had to cut through duct tape. She had to cut through that old, if you guys remember that old plastic packing tape that had the fibers running through it. Needless to say, she wound up in the hospital, was having to get stitches. My dad was never allowed to wrap a present for her again. So yeah, there was that. So anyway, let's see what we got here. Oh, that's right. This is actually going to be for a future build. Next year when Glory Days of Drag Racing comes up, or Drag and Drive or something like that, I got this. It's an open box kit. Let's see. And it looks complete, and of course I love Mobius directions. I mean, these Mobius kits, I mean, they are fun to put together. They are just a delight. So that's one of them I got, and like I said, this will be for a build next year. I mean, there is a drag and drive going on now. I just don't know if I have time to finish it, so we'll hold off till next year. Honestly, this is my first year in doing YouTube and doing some of these group builds, and these things are fun. They're fun. There's a lot of inspiration to be had from them, and Lord knows I have plenty of kits to choose from up here. And let's see, what did we get next? And I'm pretty sure I got a dog that's going to be very upset. She is out back hunting squirrels. Now, if any of you guys have ever owned a Doberman, did you know that they are fast enough to actually outrun a squirrel and catch them? Yeah. And they don't eat them, but they don't keep them alive either. Anyway, let's see. What do we got? I guess I can't say that on YouTube. She unalives squirrels. Yeah, that's it. This one I picked up from, I'm going to have to get my glasses. And you guys know, I guess it's something called It's Just Not Stuff is the channel or the store that I got this from. I can tell you with shipping it cost $21. So what did I get? Oh yeah, I remember this. And I've actually got a couple of these in my stash. They're, for the most part, parts vehicles. One of them I'm using as a, I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do the interior on it, but I got a 58 sedan delivery. And I have a couple of 58 Chevy Impalas that, yeah, I think one I got from a yard sale, one I got off of eBay. They were both cheap. They had both been started, so yeah. And if any of you know, I think it's Jim over there at Papa's Model Workshop. He has a group build starting up here in September. He's got the what is his group build called? I feel like my son. I look at the ceiling, hope the answer comes to me. I'll get back to you on the group build. But I'm collecting as many of the vehicles from that group build as I can. So I have an awesome choice as to what to do. But the 58 Impala. I've got the, what do I have up there? I've got a 32, I got a 32 Ford sitting here. I've got the, oh crap. I've got a few of the kits to choose from, let's put it that way. And I'm planning on hitting up Hobby Lobby and getting the 55 Chevy. So, but this one here, I believe it was just an open box, but had not been started. And wow, it comes with extra stuff. Oh, okay, he just has it all nicely bagged. That's kind of cool. But yeah, everything is bagged and yes, it is modeled in beautiful light blue. It will be white when it's done because that is a beautiful car from, God, I wish I could, I just can't remember the name of the movie. Dustin Hoffman, Ron Howard. Yeah. I'll leave a link to it below though. So this is also, might be one of the builds I have for that. Put that down here. Crash goes the pile. Now we have the last one that's on the list. Now this is actually from, I believe, Auto World. They had a big Father's Day sale, and they had quite a few things on clearance. And I like to browse their sales, and I love to browse their clearance items. And there are two kits that I got there. One of them I've been wanting for quite a while. Again, it's going to go with that drag and drive. The Willys. These are such cool kits. And I don't know why, but I've had a bit of an affection for the sedan deliveries lately. So this one here wound up getting. And I'm pretty sure this is from Auto World. Yep, Auto World. Sorry, I thought someone was coming in. The other one I got, and this is a kit I have been eyeing since I got back into model building. I remember building it when I was a kid. Failed immensely at it, but I was way too young to be doing the type of stuff I was trying to do. I've built a similar one for my Glory Days build, but I built the beach version of it, the 59 Ambulance. The other one I want to find is the 59 Hearse. I guess it wouldn't be that hard to turn this into a hearse. A little bit of styrene, a little bit of body, a little bit of the Tamiya putty. You could probably get it done. Wouldn't be that hard. But this ambulance comes with some cool stuff. Looking forward to building that. that one we're in no hurry to build. Like I say, now I've got 2 options for next year's drag racing builds, or unless another one should happen to come up this year. Yeah, so that's what I have for What Did You Buy Wednesday. It was a lot, and now I've got to sort through it, hide some of the stuff from the wife. Luckily, she doesn't pay too much attention to what I have out here as I look up at my stuff. It's just, yes. And I've noticed that her stuff has been trying to encroach on mine, so we're going to have to clean her stuff up. That won't lead to any problems whatsoever. But anyway, you guys have fun building. We'll catch you on Friday. If you would like a shop card or would like to exchange shop cards, please contact me at the email above and I will get one right out to you.